Hello everyone, this is Mr. K, a special education teacher here in Underwood, North Dakota. And hindi ako nakapag-vlog for a couple of months. It's because I was busy complying all the requirements, the documents, before coming here in the United States. So, finally, I'm here in the United States. It's a dream come true, guys, because it's actually my dream to work here in the United States. A lot of my friends were asking me what are the requirements, what are the documents that are needed para maging isa kang J1 teacher dito sa Amerika. So, I'll be doing this vlog for you to share some of the information with regards to my experience in becoming a J1 teacher here in the United States of America. First of all, I need to introduce myself. So I'm Keith, and they call me Mr. K here in our school in Underwood Public School in North Dakota. And I am a special education resource teacher here in this school. And, some of you didn't know what's resource teacher, what's special education resource teacher. So when we say special education resource teacher, it's more on pull out and push in. When I say pull out, you pull off the kid from the regular classroom for you to provide the appropriate accommodations and modifications that they are needing when it comes to a specific lesson, subject, or skill. So we push in as well. So we go to their classrooms to help them in the classroom. So it's a push in and pull out model. So going back to the qualification and the requirements needed in becoming the J1 teacher here in the United States of America, I will be explaining to you first the documents or the papers that you need to prepare, and then it will be followed by the processes that I've been through before coming here. Okay? So requirements or qualifications. So you have to be currently teaching in the Philippines by the time of the application. You need to have at least 2 to 3 years teaching experience on your specific field. For example, in my case, I am a graduate of Bachelor in Elementary Education, major in Special Education. So my experience in the Philippines before is I taught elementary grade school. So it's purely elementary. But during the time of my application, sinabi ko lang na inclusive education because in the Philippines, we are practicing that, right? So it's more on inclusion in the Philippines. So some school district ina-accept yan as an experience sa special ed. Some hindi kasi may mga state din na school na strict. They really need a teacher that is really like fully equipped or fully experienced when it comes to special education classroom. But in my case, luckily, so they accept my experience, which is in an inclusive classroom. So second is your PRC license. It has to be valid by the time of the application. Dapat hindi siya expired. Okay, at least 1 year siya na valid by the time of the application. Okay. You also need a passport. Dapat din valid ang passport mo by the time of the application. You also need to prepare all your certificate of employment, no, sa mga school na pinagtrabahuan mo. So in my case, I've been to 3 schools in the Philippines in Cebu. So I have 3 COEs, Certificate of Employment, and they also require school clearance by the time of the application. Because, I am connected with a specific agency based in Manila. So it depends. Kasi iba-iba talaga ang requirements ng agency. But these are just based on my own experience. Next important requirement is your transcript of records. It has to be sealed. So in my case, kumuha ako ng 2 sealed copies of my transcript of record from my university. And it already included my units in my master's program in special ed. So Nag-request ako ng 2 copy, sealed talaga siya kasi ipapadala siya dito sa Amerika to be evaluated. So, in my case, our agency helped us in doing our credential evaluation. So, we sent our TOR, our sealed TOR to them, and then they are the one who sent our sealed transcript of records here in the United States. So far, yun lang ang nare-recall ko ng mga requirements. If ever may mga kulang pa, I will just add it to my next vlog, okay? So what are the processes that I've been through in applying as a J1 teacher in America? So since I am under a specific agency, so some of the agency are doing differently. But in my case, I'll have to base it on my agency, okay? So first, I actually sent my resume to the agency, and then ni-review nila yung resume ko, and then pagkatapos, since I'm qualified because I have 4 years teaching experience, my major is special education, I have a valid PRC teaching license, my passport also is valid, so they contacted me. Tinawagan nila ako over the phone, tinanong nila ako sa mga information na binigay ko if those are valid and if those are correct, but tama yun lahat. So pagkatapos doon, inexplainan ako kung magkano ang magagastos ko sa, sa lahat ng processes as pagiging J1 teacher sa Amerika. So at first, I was shocked na oh my God, ang mahal, And it's normal. We have to take risk for our dreams, okay? Achieving our dreams is not for free, so we have to take risk. So pagkatapos noon, pagkatapos nila akong tawagan, so all of my information are correct. So they set up an interview with the CEO of the agency with me. So we had our interview, I think that was around March or April, if I'm right. Yeah, around March or April. So I had an interview with the CEO of the agency na pinag-applyan ko. So, the same thing, may tinanong siya sa akin about sa mga information ko na pinasa if those are correct. And then, of course, all of the information that I submitted are actually valid. And then, meron din siyang mga specific questions about classroom management, what are your strategies and techniques in handling kids with specific disabilities, mga ganon. Mga specific questions about teaching, like classroom management, strategies and techniques, behavior management. So those are the common questions if you are applying for a teaching job here in the United States. So after noon sa interview with CEO, sinabihan na ako ng agency na i-prepare yung sealed TOR ko para sa credential evaluation. So I requested 2 sealed TOR from my university, which is Cebu Normal University in Cebu City. So I had 2 copies, 2 sealed copies, and then I also prepared the specific amount that I will pay to the agency because sila ang magpapadala sa United States for credential evaluation. So pagkatapos no, naghintay ako ng around a week or 2 weeks. So after that specific time duration, na receive ko na yung evaluated transcript ko. And then, pagkatapos nun, sinenda na ako ng link ng agency, links ng mga school districts na nag-hiring ng special ed sa elementary. So I received school district links from South Dakota, North Dakota, Arizona, and the rest of the states that are actually hiring J1 teachers. So, for you to be sure na ma-hire ka, you have to send all those links. You have to send an application to all of those links. Diba? The more na mag-submit ka, the more na ma-hire ka. But I have to be honest. There's only one interview invitation that I received. And that was from my school now. That was from Underwood Public School, the only school that contacted me. So the superintendent emailed me if if available ba ako for an interview the following day. And then I said yes, of course, diba? Blessing na yun, guys. So, nag-attend ako ng interview. That was 10 p.m. in the evening when I was still in Cebu. So, I had the interview. And then, pagkatapos ng interview, tinanong ko sila kung kailan ko marireceive ang result ng interview, if hired ba ako o hindi. Sabi nila, after 3 to 4 days. So, by that time, but by that specific week, I received the result on Friday. That was on Friday. And then, sinabihan ako ng superintendent na am I available for Google Meet because, i-explain nila kung ano ang result sa interview, hired ba ako, hindi, anong gagawin ko after. Then I joined the Google Meet and then they told me that I'm hired, happy talaga ako noon, 100% happy kasi na-hired na ako. I just had one interview in one school and then I got hired. So I think this is really for me. So I was happy, as in 100% happy about it. So, yun na nga, na-hire na ako. So, sinabihan ko ang agency ko nga na na-hire na ako. So, after that, they sent me what are the steps that I need to do before coming here in the United States. So, I prepared all my documents, my evaluated transcript, my passport, my teaching license, my certificate of experience, and then some of the fees that you need to pay. Because as a J1 teacher, we have our J1 visa sponsor. So you have to pay also your J1 visa sponsorship on a specific amount. So pagkatapos noon, nabayaran ko na ang lahat ng fees sa J1 visa sponsor ko sa agency. I had my US Embassy interview around first week of August. So, and luckily, I actually passed the US Embassy interview. I got my visa. And then by the time I got my visa, I applied for the CFO sticker. Kasi hindi ka makaka-apply ng CFO sticker without your visa. So, I stayed in Manila for 2 weeks. And then by the time I got my visa, I immediately applied for my CFO sticker. So, pagkatapos no, nakuha ko yung CFO sticker ko and then nag-book na ako ng flight. Kasi ang pasukan dito last year was August 18. And then we don't have enough time. So we arrived here in the US around August 21st. So, late na kami ng ilang days, but still it's okay. So far yun lang ang naaalala ko na process ko papunta dito. If you have any questions, just comment down below, okay? I will actually send you a private message or I will reply to your comment because, I'm doing a vlog and sometimes may mental block ako, may nakakalimutan ako, or, I need to verify all of the information as well. So if you have more questions, you can comment down below and I will be happy to answer it. Okay? So I'll see you on my next vlog and thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe and click the notification bell. Bye-bye!